Daniel here on a historic day here in Massena, New York. Tonight, Mike Nicholas Field will be rededicated here at Massena Central High School. And in 1985, this monument was placed in honor of Massena football coach Mike Nicholas. Mike Nicholas has a record that has never been defeated in New York State history. He was head coach of Massena from 1948 to 1978, and his team record was 192 wins, 28 losses, and 8 ties. He had 2 New York State school records in high school leagues, 55-game winning streak from 1949 to 1957, and a 48-game winning streak from 1964 to 1970. The 55-game winning streak has never been beaten here in New York State and probably will never be conquered. Let's watch now some of the ceremonies here tonight in Massena, New York, honoring Mike Nicholas.
Coaches, Tony D'Agostino, very special thanks to Alan Noah, Tim Hayes, and the current coach of Later Varsity, Anthony D'Agostino. And a couple of former assistants of Coach Nicholas are here tonight, Mr. Charles R. Boots and Mr. Gary Donaldson. Ladies and gentlemen, this field opened originally in 1959 when the school opened, and this facility became useful and a vital part of Massena. For years, the games, of course, were held at Alcoa Field. The old-timers will tell you about the parades and the pomp and circumstances accompanying those games. All that followed here to this field, and we've played games on it for the last 50 years. We have done so ever since. The field itself was first named in honor of Coach Nicholas in 1977, ironically before he retired. Then in 1985, the district voted to name the field permanently Mike Nicholas Field, and officially the name stuck and is the same today and will continue to be, we would imagine and hope, in perpetuity. We are glad to have you all with us tonight. Now to do some presentations to the former coaches. We want to invite the superintendent of the Massena Central School District, Mr. Roger Funk, II. His teams won 3 Section 10 titles. They were second 3 times, were the playoffs all 8 years he coached. He coached from 1997 to 2006. Ladies and gentlemen, Albert Nicola. the coach in 2007, and now the athletic director of the Massena Central School District, Mr. Tim Hayes. And the current coach of the Massena Red Raiders, continuing to build on the Massena tradition, Anthony D'Agostino. We of course also have a plaque for Jeff Slack, who coached his varsity team for a couple of years in the mid-80s. Unfortunately, Jeff could not be with us this evening, but we of course remember his coaching and his contributions to Massena High School athletics. And now, ladies and gentlemen, to read a special proclamation and to make a very special presentation once again, Superintendent Roger Clough II.
Thank you, Sandy. On behalf of the Massena Central School District and the Massena Board of Education, it is my honor and privilege to read this proclamation to rededicate the Mike Nicholas Field. Whereas the Massena Central School District acknowledges that there are individuals whose impact on faculty, staff, and students extends beyond their years of service, when the seeds they have planted in their lifetimes have sown and yielded much more than they could have imagined. And that is, therefore fitting that we acknowledge the contributions of these individuals to the lives whom they have touched. Whereas the district and the Massena community have come together for the opportunity to pay tribute to Coach Mike Nicholas, who taught physical education, health, and coached at Massena Central School for 39 years. Coach Nicholas was a legend in his time and was called the Dean of Northern New York football, with his teams having 17 undefeated seasons with a record of 192, 28, 8, and still holding 2 of the longest winning streaks in New York State high school football history. Coach Nicholas was honored by the National High School Coaches Association as Football Coach of the Year, District 1, from 1977 through 1979. While at Massena Central, Mike Nicholas also coached wrestling from 1952 to 1968 and baseball from 1972 through 1986. Whereas, on behalf of all Massena District and community residents, I commend and salute Coach Mike Nicholas for all the years of selfless dedication that you have given to your students and athletes at Massena High School, and for helping to shape them into the people they are today. A man truly worthy of having this athletic field dedicated in his name. Thank you for helping to make Massena a better place to live, work, and raise a family. Now therefore, I, Roger Clough II, Superintendent of Massena Central District, do hereby proclaim the rededication of the Mike Nicholas Athletic Field this day, Friday, October 2nd, 2009.
Topic.